The skill of inventing is not just for leaders, like a magician who seems to know it all. As a junior leader, your role is to get other scouts to come up with solutions as a group.
Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow... Now which way do we go?
In the tent argument, we saw our senior patrol leader demonstrating the steps of empathy and inventing to solve a problem. The last step in dealing with conflict comes in deciding what to do. When you've come up with a number of possible solutions, you try to pick one that benefits the most people. We call this final step selection, because you're selecting the action you think is best. Not all the conflicts we see can be resolved as easily.
What are you laughing at? Say what you laughing at. Say what you laughing at. Hey, come here. Say what you laughing at.
I'm sorry, I didn't...
Hey, don't try to give me that lie. And what you smiling for?
I wouldn't...
Sometimes as a leader, you see things that are just plain wrong. This is when you have to act right away. Our conscience may tell us what action we should take, but selecting the right thing may take some courage.
Hey, man. Hey, what's going on, Dad?
Hey, I don't need no...
Sometimes you'll need help from another leader.
Hey, look, Mike, we're here to have a good time, all right? And when you first joined the troop, you didn't like getting shoved around by the older guys either, did you? Now, come on, you're one of the strongest guys they've got. I need you to help me pull some ropes, okay?
When you do the right thing, you may not immediately be really popular with everybody. That's okay, as long as you're doing your job. Guys respect you if you stay cool and you're fair. Tommy selected the right thing to do. He got some help. He didn't back off, even though the other guy was pretty big, and he stopped the conflict. The senior patrol leader knew he had to do more than just jump on Mike. He talked about the rules and being fair. Pretty sharp guys, huh? They used empathy to show respect. They invented some alternatives. And they selected a course of action that was fair for the greatest number of people. You can become that kind of leader, too.
I need some water, okay? Can you go get it for us? Go get the water again?
Remember earlier in the program when Sam refused to do his job?
It's not fair. Why don't you get someone else?
Now, let's see how you would apply empathy, invention, and selection to handle the problem.
Back where I come from, there are men who do nothing all day but good deeds. They are called good deed doers, and their hearts are no bigger than yours. But they have one thing you haven't got, a testimonial. Therefore, in consideration of your kindness, I take pleasure at this time in presenting you with a small token of our esteem and affection. And remember, my sentimental friend, that a heart is not judged by how much you love, but by how much you are loved by others.
Okay, now, this is a peak stove, okay?
The sign of a well-led group is that they can solve their own problems as a team. You want to know what your biggest job is as a troop or patrol leader? It's not handling conflict, or giving out jobs, or cooperating, although these all count. It's building a team spirit within your own troop or patrol. How do you do it? First of all, get everybody involved in planning what the patrol is going to do. Remember how it felt to do the blind square when you didn't know what was going on? Or when you couldn't figure out the 9 magazines trick? Don't let anyone in your troop feel that way. Everybody owns a piece of the troop. When your patrol has a job to do, begin by getting everybody's input on the course of action. When you make a decision, make sure everybody understands it. If somebody has a problem with one of the tasks for the patrol, try to have a choice of things for them to do. Then, when a job is done, give feedback, say thanks, or
Good job, guys. Great work. Look at that. Let's give the Raven Patrol a cheer. Hip, hip, hooray!
Have to keep the compass pointing to true north.
encourage your guys to try new things and make sure that your guys are learning new skills all the time. Encourage everybody to do his best. Always be on the lookout for new challenges for your patrol. Every challenge is the basis for a new adventure. Every problem, the basis of some good team building. And don't let conflict in your patrol scare you. Turn it into an opportunity for everybody to work together. Now, you can't do this all alone. You have to have some help from your scoutmaster and his assistants. That's what they're there for. As troop leaders, you'll make up a program plan for the year that has a lot of new skills and challenges for the guys. Building team spirit takes time, but when it happens, it's the greatest experience you can have in the Scouts.
That's the principal reason that we're here today, and those are the principal things I want you to learn. And that's what it means to me. What did you get out of today?
Let's take a look over what we've learned today. Being a good leader in Scouts begins with sharing leadership rather than bossing guys around. This begins with the example of the Scoutmaster and goes for everybody with a leadership position in the troop. Second, we know that the patrol method of delegating job responsibilities will work when we use it as designed. We've seen that the best way to get a patrol or a troop to cooperate and have fun is to let every scout take part in making decisions and then dividing up the work. Third, we know that conflict is a normal part of life and we can deal with it. We've learned a 3-step method based on empathy and respect, inventing or creative problem solving, and selecting the solution that benefits the most people. Finally, we know that building troop and patrol team spirit is your ultimate job. So what is a good leader? Ultimately, it's someone you trust and who trusts you. By now, you know just about everything important about leadership. Well, maybe not everything, but it's a start. The rest is up to you. Today, you've had some good experiences and a chance to reflect on them. That's how we learn and move on to the next challenge. Now's the time for you to wrap up what you've learned today. We'll go to the last exercise led by your Scoutmaster.